I just want people to understand this. We aren't waiting for God to move for us. He's waiting on us to move for our own selves. He's waiting on us to do what we need to do. I didn't realize how much time that I wasted thinking I was waiting for God to come through for me. Because I thought not even just about how it was going to happen, but I thought I was waiting for God. Like he was improving me and doing this and that through me. But I was waiting for him for that, all these prophetic videos talking about something, or that big miracle, or that breakthrough. And God can 100% do it. But how is all those things going to happen if we just sitting here and we not doing nothing? It's just hitting me right now that the reason why all those things I kept laying my hands on trying to work and do it and do this and that, the reason why I wasn't working was because I was settling for less. That God could want me to do hair or do this and that, but you settle for less. You trying to do hair on people that would not pay you even less than what you are owed. See, it's hitting me right now that even when it came to my talents and gifts, me knowing how to draw, I know how to do a lot of stuff, not to be cocky or boastful. I could spend hours drawing a picture. Someone asked me to draw for them, and you know how much they pay me for that. They tossed me a few dollars, literally a few dollars, just $5 after I spent hours to do that. But they sought me out, Or they lie and say that they're gonna pay me more, they're gonna pay me this, and then they never do. But then they talking boastfully, talking about how they spent thousands on top of thousands doing this and that. Or they just went to the bank and did this and that. But you have a problem with paying me what I'm owed. And I kept settling for less and using my gifts on the wrong people that was not going to pay me how much I was owed and deserved. I spent hours. I don't play about how I do hair. I don't want people leaving out of a chair looking a hot mess. I'm not going to lie and deceive someone saying I can do something, and I know I don't got those quality skills right now to do it. I've seen so many people playing and pretending that they know how to do X, Y, and Z, or they doing it for the love of making sure someone look good. Not trying to charge them too much, but then that person, the hair is not even coming out the best. Like, I put my passion into what I do. I have so much passion into what I do for people. But I've been putting my passion on the wrong people and the wrong people that would not give me nothing back. Like, how would you feel if you work so hard? For example, you're good at singing, right? And this person have you perform and sing for this person, or for an event that they need somebody, they in need of someone to sing for someone's wedding or this or that, right? And they come across you and they didn't know you could sing. They find out, they saying that they gonna pay you for it. Tell me you invested in time and practicing, doing all that hard work. You sing, you knock everybody's socks off. And that person only pay you like $20. Meanwhile, you just sung 2 songs for them and performed. You know how hurt you're gonna feel? And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, the reason why a lot of stuff haven't happened for me, I'm just sitting and questioning God, like, why? Why does it feel like you're putting me through all this? Like, I just feel like I've been duped. Like, I've been dragged along. And I've been getting impressed in my spirit about something big happening. And nothing. How can something big happen if I haven't been really investing? I haven't been sowing my seed into good soil that I thought I was. I've been sowing into people that would not help me produce those seeds to growing. I've been sowing it into the wrong people, places, and things. When I looked for jobs, I was looking for jobs that was barely would pay me. I was looking for things that people were telling me that was my worth, giving me job suggestions and saying this, that, and the third to apply for these jobs, and these jobs would not pay me not a single amount that I deserve. I would constantly keep settling for less because I did not know how I can settle for more. So it got to the point where I was afraid to even put down a price on how much I do here because afraid for any of these people up in here not to want to pay me. I charged one lady I went from Restoration House to here with. She kept seeking me out because she seen I did some fire looking braids. Clean. Not perfect, but it was clean. It was pretty good. She swept me out to do her hair. I told her the price. I said, is 50 too much? Because if it is, I can lower it down. That's the way I was talking. That's what I said to her. She said, oh. And I thought, oh, is it too much? I could lower it down. Then she like, no, it's just too little. That's too little. No, don't. She's like, no, if you're spending the time, all that time on my hair, I'm gonna pay you. I'm going to pay you more than that. Don't settle for less. That's how people run over. Like basically telling me this is how people can run over somebody, run over me. For charging for less than how much I'm putting into. Because that hairstyle would have took me hours to do. It would have came out mad clean, but it would have took hours to do. And she told me that she was gonna pay me way more than that. I think she said either $100 or $150. She said that's an expensive, that's a hairstyle. Like I'm gonna pay you what you're owed. No, she's like, no. I said, no, it's okay. I'm fine with just 50. You don't have to pay me all that. And she's like, no, I'm gonna pay you that. I'm gonna pay you that. And I said, are you sure? I really don't want to charge nobody that much because I know we're in a shelter. She was like, no, I'm gonna pay you that. Next minute, I know. She said, I'm gonna get the hair. She's like, and I said, because I didn't have enough. I had enough to get on the bus, but not enough to go and buy the hair products. She said, do you want me to get the hair and all that stuff? I said, yeah. And that's another reason I kept telling her, like, I don't want it 100 because I'm not paying for the hair because I don't have the money right now. That's the point of me doing hair. But, I was fine with her lowering down the price because she would have to buy her own hair, the hair products for it. I had the comb, I had all that. She just would have to buy those two things. And if she wanted to buy some hair mousse, other than that, yeah. So I didn't want it 100, but she was fine with doing it. She said Saturday. I see her Friday. Hadn't seen her all day like that. She wasn't really speaking. She spoke to me like the next day, asked me about the hair, if she should get it. And I was like, yeah. So as the time is going by, Friday come, I see her. Hours had passed by. It's like the afternoon or whatever. And she comes back inside with a big bag. I'm waiting for her because I'm just like, she said Saturday she want to get the hair, do all that. So I'm waiting on her to come through with the hair. All of a sudden on Saturday, I didn't see her all morning, nothing. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm curious to know if I'm gonna do her hair or not. And last time we had a conversation, it was like a little disagreement we had. It was over something so stupid. It wasn't that serious. But she didn't speak to me after. I want to say on the day of the Saturday, all of a sudden it's just like, I finally see her come in the room when it's lunchtime. And she goes to get something, I think, from her locker or drop something off. And I see her hair is halfway done. Instead of communicating with me, it still would have hurt my feelings a bit if you told me you wanted to go and have, I would rather, even if you lied and said, oh, I forgot that I had picked someone else to do my hair. She didn't know nobody here, so there's no way she would have got away with that lie. She didn't know, she was only at Restoration for 2 weeks. barely 2 weeks. So she didn't know nobody like that. And she certainly didn't know nobody here. I knew a lot of people here because they was at Restoration with me. But her, she didn't know nobody. She literally goes and she sees me. She doesn't apologize. She didn't say nothing. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking I'm going to do this lady hair. Doesn't show up. So when I finally see her hair is already halfway done. Someone's already in the process of doing it. I was upset and I was pissed off. Because imagine you sitting there ready to make some money. Someone's saying they gonna put money in your pocket. Y'all both in the shelter. You struggling to, you can't, this place we're in, we can't even work a job. So you can't make money. Some people already got savings from jobs they had, or they got businesses on the side, or whatever way they making money, hustling, whatever, from investments. And someone saying they gonna put money in your pocket. And you gonna do their hair and this and that, and they sought you out. You didn't look for them. They looked for you, and they just play in your face like that. I've been here for now over 3 months. 3 months of being here, and I had too many people play in my face when it came to investing my time into doing something they sought me out to do. And next minute they turn around and say no. They don't even say nothing. They just act like they ain't never asked me, and hoping I forgot that you were supposed to get your hair done. I was supposed to do your hair, and you told me you was gonna pay me some money. But you a child of God lying to somebody, God's child, that you want and deceiving me like that. Never even apologized, never owned up, never said nothing. She just went about her business. Had somebody else to do her hair. So you already pre-planned. In order for you to know that person, you already had planned it ahead of time without letting me know that you was already deciding for someone else to do it. This person didn't know her. She didn't know if that person, she must have came up to that person asking them whether she seen them do hair or that she overheard that person talking about it. Had that lady to do her hair, whether it's because it was for free or she was charging her cheap, but she didn't want to go ahead and pay me. Whether it's because she didn't have it, or and I doubt that because the amount of times I seen her pay and buy stuff, she had it, she just didn't want to give it to me. But it's okay. I've been investing my time into the wrong people, and it's just really hitting me that I've been sitting here waiting for over 3 months for things to change for me financially. I know the type of heart I have. But the reason it hasn't been happening the way it should be is because of the fact that I've been investing in sowing into bad soil. To nothing that will grow. The only thing I feel like I've been sowing into good soil is when me uploading, posting on my I could say my ministry page, but my testimony page, this page I put on, my main page. I feel like that's the only time I've been putting in that's been good, that will one day produce some really good stuff. You know, I took advantage of the opportunity right here, right now. I'm growing, and God took the time out to invest his time into me and heal me, mold me from things. I just tried to hit up my uncle who, from last time I checked, sent me an email some months ago, acting like he was wanting to know if I was safe. And it's just like, this man was supposed to pay for my bus ticket for me to get up on out of here in the last shelter I was in, that youth shelter, Covenant. And he kept dragging me along. He was not trying to pay for it. And he has the money for it. He real life too. All he want to do is flex on Facebook and all that stuff. He got the money for it, and he ain't show up for me. So it popped up in my mind, you know what, it's been months. I'm open to receiving any type of help. All of a sudden, it's just like, I contact him. Tell me why that iMessage bubble turned green and it says could not send. And it's not even showing a FaceTime logo no more. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe he switched. The first thing is like, he blocked me. That's the first thought. And I'm like, how you wondering if I'm okay, but you blocked me? And you know your niece just told you that she experienced a sexual assault while down here more than once. And that she homeless in a shelter, but you hit me up, reaching out to me, acting like you want to help me. You gave me your contact information to reach out to you. And I just contacted him again. I contacted him with text now because I'm like, okay, I thought to myself, I'm like, no, let me not jump ahead. Maybe he changed his number, but I'm like, hold on. It took me a long time to respond back to his message the first time. So if his number didn't change that whole entire time, his iPhone number did not change that whole entire time, well, all of a sudden, after I haven't been speaking to him after he contacted me the second time, after I seen he was dragging me along, not really trying to help me, and lying, all of a sudden, this man, I hit him up and it just turned green. You know, I've been feeling in my spirit, in my heart, like I have been missing my family. But it's the last time I checked, my brother had moved into my old bedroom. The only room that would be left for me is either in the living room on the couch or in the basement. I'm not about to be a nuisance on nobody again, and not even just that. My mother would be expecting me to be paying some bills. And what happened last time? I was settling for less of a job, and every amount of money that I was making was literally going into the bills, and I was getting left with barely nothing. And she was taking from everybody, and she gets SSI checks for almost $1,000 a month. But she charging, taking money off of every person, almost 1,000, and some maybe over 1,000. Using everybody's money to get groceries from the store for food. The most free I felt was when I was homeless. I just realized after watching a video of this lady talking about how much time she know that she had wasted waiting on a breakthrough. And it's not, and she said it's not that it's not gonna happen. Oh boy. But it's not that she said that it was not going to happen and that it couldn't happen. It's the fact that I need my own crib ASAP. I need my own crib ASAP. I can't do this. I got to. I wasted so much time. Wasted so much time. It's not like it can't happen. It's just we sitting here waiting for God for something, but meanwhile he waiting for us to start moving, start sowing into things that has to, number one, do with our alignment, our purposes that he has set in stone for us, our careers that we'll one day have. It's like, how can we want all these things in careers and we haven't even sown seeds and made those moves, looking around, trying to put ourselves out there for people to even notice? How can someone notice somebody that ain't even putting themselves out there? And I just thought, okay, well, social media, whoop-de-whoop, that's putting yourself out there. But no, sometimes it takes literally leaving the comfort of your bed and going out there and taking it for yourself sometimes. Grabbing the attention and investing your time into something that's going to help your own self. Things will come for those who wait, but things won't come for those who are still waiting and God telling you to move. I need my own space. I've been around in this place for too long. I've been wanting to have my alone time with God, and it's hard. It shouldn't be where the only time you get a chance to cry is you gotta be up in the bathroom on the toilet or something. Cause everybody around left and right. Or all you hear is kids screaming and crying, or wake up to kids crying and screaming. Go to sleep to hearing kids crying and screaming. It's just tiring. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head, because there's times that I pray for this. Grateful for whatever lessons I was taught in regards to healing certain things I needed to heal. But I ain't reaching out to family, not because I hate them, but the only time there needs to be a conversation if God tell me to reach out, or unless they were sent to reach out to me. Other than that, nah. I just wanted to see again for myself, since it's been months, if his heart changed. And it didn't. It seems like it didn't. Because my number is blocked. Blocked my email. So it's alright, it's cool. I'm just focused on grinding, investing my time into my crafts and what I do best. I'm not focused on no bull from nobody. It's time to focus on getting myself up off the ground, my feet planted and firm. I've been sitting here months without working. Had people laugh, advocates, my advocate laugh. She's not my advocate, I don't care. Laugh, making a comment, I don't, when I told her God got a plan for me. Or making a comment that I can't get no housing or no place to stay in 30 days. And then when she changed it to 14 days, she made a comment talking about something, oh, you can't get no job in 14. Say that. You right, I ain't gonna settle for less. I ain't getting no whack job. No. It's time to work and grind. Sometimes you gotta take things yourself and not be sitting here legs crossed waiting as people keep walking by, passing by you, waiting for someone to offer you their hand to help. No, sometimes you're gonna have to demand it, like Jacob did when he was fighting and tussling with the angel. He said he not going to sit here and have that angel leave until he bless him. Sometimes in life we literally have to demand and show that we really want something. You can't show if you really want something if you're just sitting there waiting for somebody to come to you and give it to you. That's like if you're hungry. It says in God's word, ask and you shall receive. You can't, like, God knows what's going on in our hearts. He knows if we're hungry. He knows if we lacking money. He knows all those things. But if you're not taking the time to ask, you clearly don't want it as bad. If you're afraid to take it a bull by the horns, and you're afraid to take initiative and take those steps you need to take and demand a change to happen in your life, it's never going to happen. God can do everything. He's a God that works with the impossible. He makes the impossible possible. He can turn every no into a yes if he wants to. But if you're not willing to get up and keep knocking on each and every door, even if you have so many no's coming your way. How do you know if that last knock on one door is going to turn into a yes? So if we too afraid to knock on that last final door, even if we received 100 no's, how you know if something's going to happen? We are not waiting for God to move for us. He's waiting for us to move for our own selves so he can move for us and do the rest. How can we want God to meet? It says for us to meet God halfway. So that means we have to be willing to take those steps to even meet halfway, and then he's going to proceed on doing the rest. Give it to God for him to take the load off and do the rest. But if we're not showing in our body and we just talking the talk, but we haven't shown the walk that we are willing to take those steps and take heed and walk. No matter if it's 10 miles, 5 miles, or a mile, you have to walk. And no matter how long it takes to get there, if you're not willing to do that, then guess what? God is not going to be willing to go ahead and take you from here to there. He's not about to drag you by your legs and force you to walk. In order to walk with God, you have to literally walk with him. And that's just something that's just hitting me right now. I've been thinking I've been walking with God, and more so I have been sitting with God. I have not been actually walking. There's so many things God has been putting on me to focus on and do. And there's a lot of things I've been putting to the side, and I have not even been doing it. I've been investing my time into not so good soil and people that was really trying to hustle me. See, you can't hustle somebody that used to hustle. See, I'm being nice. I could be real grimy and play people for their money. I could really do that if I wanted to. I'm not gonna do that. I was not brought here to act in my old ways. Up north, the way we are raised is hustle, fast money, moving fast. You get up, one failure, you get up and you keep going. You don't stop. So many people got so many side hustles and left and right because that's the way we move. We always moving. Always moving. I received what I need to receive while I was here. But I need to do my part and make sure I'm sowing not into people because I'm desperate for a little extra few dollars. No. If somebody trying to pay me the less minimum that I deserve for the amount of time that they are seeking out of me to do, but you trying to pay me little or nothing, you're not even worth my time and my breath. Cool, play somebody else that's a goofy, someone that's a dummy, play them. But I deserve what I deserve. Give me credit when it's due. I'm not about to spend hours on your head, playing up in your head. I've been doing hair for over 10 freaking years. I've been doing makeup, nails for years. I draw for years. I've been doing that drawing since I was 7. Drawing. You're not about to seek me out to do you a little solid favor. Invest my time into it. Losing sleep to do something for you, and you pay me $5 freaking. You lost your damn mind playing with me. You lost it. And I don't even curse no more like that, but that's something that I allow people to walk over me. I allow people to play with my patience. I allow people here to play with my kindness. I allowed that. And they thought my kindness was for weakness. That's why I don't associate with nobody up in my room like that, bro. I allowed people to ask me for food. I allowed that. And I ain't mad at them. I allowed to be played. I allowed myself to be played. I bought these people food. Spending my stamps, getting broads food. And they played in my freaking face. But then when it come the other way around, people ain't want to give nothing to. Like, come on now. Or they want to give me the cold shoulder and be rude as heck to me. And I did that for you. I don't want nothing back. I've been nice to a lot of people, bruh. But I'm not mad though. I was mad at one point. But that's what I did to myself. You sold into wrong people. How can you be mad when they give you nothing in return? Or they crapping on you? Or they act like they don't even know you no more and they don't acknowledge your existence. You could have been there at that person's lowest moment, but the next minute they act like they don't even know you. Ain't nobody's fault but your own. And I'm allowing my own self to take my own accountability. I failed my own self in a lot of ways. God warned me a lot about a lot of people. And guess who kept giving to those people who was not right for me? I did. Getting people food who don't even like me. Who clearly is showing in their actions and their spirit is showing that they really trying to use me. Come on now. God is not a man that he shall lie. He's not going to show you the spirit of somebody for no freaking reason. It's so that you don't drag them along and bring them to wherever he's trying to bring you. If God trying to bless somebody, why the heck would he want you to bless that other person that don't deserve your blessing? Especially if he know you the type to share everything you freaking got. If he see you the type to share the littlest amount of food you got, the second you get a bread, a crumb, and you willing to share with the next person that don't deserve crap, imagine what you're going to do with money. Come on now. Sharing with a bunch of bras that won't even share crap with me. I don't care for no bread. I don't care for no food for nobody. Come on now. But being rude to somebody that ain't did crap to you. Showing your true colors because you think somebody finna get blessed and you showing your shady side to them. Acting like you don't know them, walking by past them and being rude. Come on now. People be a bunch of leeches up in this joint. They want what they can get off of somebody. That's all it is. They see we at a level of struggle. You think somebody your friend, and then when you gonna see how it is when they get a little pocket change in their money, in their pocket. Little change in their pocket, enough for them to probably eat a little off of. You wanna see how people move. You gonna see how people move. But where they at when it come to you needing help? Or where they at when you depressed and suicidal? Where are they at? But you can for sure see them when they want to laugh, giggle, whatever it is. Or where they want you to buy them stuff for them to snack on. But where are they at when they got coin in their pocket the whole entire time? And you don't even know they had anything in their pocket. But you be sitting up here buying crap for them. And they trying to play and pretend that they just want to hang out. And the whole entire time, they just want you to be a fool and pay for stuff for them. And they got enough to pay for their own crap. Come on now. I allow myself to look like a damn fool. I allowed myself. I'm a friendly person, but I ain't that daggone friendly. But I allowed myself to look like that. Trying to be kind. There's a difference between being kind and versus being stupid as heck. And I was being stupid. Got these people coming up to my bed, coming up to me, walking up to me, asking me for freaking handouts and favors. Coming to me like I'm a grocery store. But meanwhile, none of these people do a single thing for me. I don't care. I ain't asking to receive nothing in return. No food, no water, no nothing. But you could see somebody battling something. You can't even say not a single word, nor even ask them if they good. But they check up on your behind. I was mad at one point. But I'd rather turn that anger towards my own self because at the end of the day, this is just another way for me to get back up and keep grinding. I needed to learn whatever I needed to learn while here that needed to build my backbone. And I'm no longer at a point where I'm afraid to say no because I'm afraid to offend somebody. Girl, no. No, can't do that for you. You trying to pay me a few dollars? No, that's hours. No, go somewhere where you're going to be appreciated. And if it's left and right, nobody appreciating you, cool, wait it out, keep going. It's better to go somewhere, no matter how far, how long it takes to get there, till you're appreciated and someone's valuing your talent, your skills, your gifts, your heart, your kindness, whatever it is that is so great about you. Then to be investing years or months into people, places, and things that is draining you and not giving you nothing in full. Imagine pouring an empty cup because you gave it out to other cups, into everybody else's cup. What is supposed to be filling you up? God keep filling you up so your cup is full, but you keep repeating that cycle of pouring into other cups. That's not going to ever give back to you. We gotta start investing our time to rightful people. And it may not be the environment that's around you. Sometimes you gotta go outside your environment, community, all those things, just to find those right places, people, things, and resources that's really gonna help you. Real life. I'm just over it. I'm just sitting here, it just hitting me. Breakthrough can't come for people that's just sitting there thinking God gonna throw some breakthrough at you. What you been doing for breakthrough to even happen? What you been doing for these past amount of time? You've been sowing your time, words, and even money or food stamps, whatever it is, into the wrong people. Your talents, your gifts, into the wrong people. So how can you think something about to happen? Meanwhile, you've been putting it into the wrong people that you were warned not to sow into. That something was off with them. Even if you couldn't put your finger on it, they were off. Something was off. And then they want to be manipulative and act like they ain't did crap to you. Come on now. I'm over this childish behavior. Like, I'm the youngest out of the freaking room. Entire room, I'm the youngest. There's probably one person up in this joint that's probably my age in this entire shelter. And I ain't talking about the freaking kids. With the young adults, it's only one person that's my age here. But in the room wise, I'm the youngest. Some of these grown women up in here is childish, bro. And they just looking for a quick way to use people, but then they could boast and talk about how much money and bread they spent doing X, Y, and Z. But you telling me you couldn't pay that person rightfully what they deserved after doing a favor for you and investing hours into what you wanted them to do for you? And all you paid them was $5 freaking. You telling me that's my worth? And you know what I'm telling myself? That's my worth too. Because I took it. So who failed who? Did they fail me or did I fail myself? Because at the end of the day, regardless if I want to point my finger at somebody, there's three always going to come back. 3 fingers that's going to be always pointing back. I failed my own self. The only thing I can do with this information is take it and keep going. Use that as a stepping stool. Anything the devil tries to use as a setback is just another way to push yourself forward.